Everyone down in Los Santos liked Christmas a lot, but the Ginge, who lived just up in Eclipse Towers, did not. The Ginge hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why, no one quite knows the reason. Staring down from his house with a sour, gingy frown, at the warm lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every family down in Los Santos beneath was busy now hanging a mistletoe wreath. "I can't go for another Christmas," he snarled with a sneer. "But it's tomorrow, it's practically here." Then he growled, with his fingers nervously drumming. "I must find some way to stop Christmas from coming." For tomorrow he knew all the girls and boys would wake bright and early, and they'd rush for their toys. They would feast on Attenburgers and Clucking Bell Feast, which was something the Ginge couldn't stand in the least. And then they'd do something he liked least of all. Everyone down in Los Santos, the tall and the small, would stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'd stand hand in hand and all will start singing. "Why, for 23 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming, but how?" Then he got an idea. It popped into his head for how he could make this Christmas day dead. The Ginge went down to the bin full of trash, for that is where he kept his stolen Christmas stash. And knew just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat, and he put on a festive hat and a coat, and he chuckled and laughed. "What a great gingy trick! With this coat and this hat, I look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a sleigh." The Ginge looked around, but since they are scarce, there were none to be found. Did that stop the old Ginge? No, the Ginge simply said, "If I can't find a sleigh, I'll make one instead." Then the Ginge said, "Let's ride," and the whip started down towards the homes where the people lay snoozing their town. All the windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air, when he came to the first large bank on the square. "This is stop number 1, the old Gingy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the top, full mags in his fist. Out of his pockets, he then pulled out a gun, and started to have some Christmas fun. The Ginge had an ear-to-ear grin on his face, as things exploded and bodies littered the place. But then, a wailing sound, oh what a din, as the first response of the LSPD came in. They showed up expecting a snowy, festive sight, but the snow on the ground had been turned red from white. The Ginge was unstoppable, unkillable, a god, but he's yet to see the rest of the police squad. The Ginge tried his hardest to shoot them all down, but alas, it was him that hit the white fluffy ground. As if in slow motion, the Ginge fell on his back. The Ginge's dream had broken with a crack. Citizens of Los Santos came from all around to see what had made this terrible sound. All people cheered, not one single frown, for this was the night that the Ginge fell down. From everyone here at TopDogGeeks, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.